With the release of Captain America: Brave New World, we see Sam Wilson showcasing the shield that once belonged to Steve Rogers. This is something that undoubtedly also happened in the comics. However, before taking on the role of Captain America, Sam Wilson was a hero in his own right for many years, the Falcon. But what is the journey of this character? In today's video, I'll walk you through Sam Wilson's story in the comics, from his origin as the Falcon to becoming Captain America. So stick around until the end, and you'll know all the essential details about Captain America Sam Wilson. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening in both Marvel and DC, and I know you want to be in the loop, right? Subscribe, because here you'll always stay well informed. Now, let's get into the video. What's up, guys? Welcome to Comic Chronicles. Sam Wilson was the first African-American superhero to appear in comics. Although Black Panther came first, he's from Wakanda, while the Falcon is American. Sam Wilson grew up in Harlem, New York. He was such an important hero that from 1971 to 1978, the Captain America comic was titled Captain America and the Falcon. They were an inseparable duo. In 2015, Sam Wilson became Captain America, and he continues to be the captain and leader of the Avengers today, while the legacy of the Falcon now belongs to Joaquin Torres, the new Falcon of Marvel. Sam Wilson was raised in a troubled neighborhood in Harlem. His father, Paul, was a pastor committed to promoting harmony in the community. Tragically, he lost his life trying to mediate a conflict between two rival gangs. At that time, Sam was only 9 years old and witnessed the brutal murder of his father. To honor the principles his father stood for, Sam began attending church and mentoring other young people. However, the pain returned to his family a few years later when his mother, Darlene, was killed by a thief while trying to protect her children, leaving Sam responsible for caring for his younger siblings, Sarah and Gideon. The young Sam Wilson did his best for those around him, volunteering at the shelter where his family lived. To make ends meet during college, he earned money driving a truck. As an adult, Wilson built his career as a social worker, running his own office and becoming one of the most respected professionals in Harlem. From a young age, Sam also showed a natural connection with birds. He built a pigeon loft on the roof of his house to feed his interest and eventually started practicing falconry. At one point, Wilson discovered and acquired a falcon named Redwing during his vacation in Rio, training it as a pet and quickly forming a deep bond with the bird. When answering a call to capture a falcon on the Caribbean island of the Exiles, Wilson encountered the former henchman of the Red Skull. He quickly realized the malintent of the Exiles towards the island's native people and chose to rebel against them. He survived on the island for a while, fighting villains with the help of Redwing, until he met Captain America, who had been teleported there by the Red Skull to be tormented. Together, they devised a plan for a rebellion against the Exiles. Captain America encouraged Wilson to take on a symbolic identity to inspire the revolution, giving rise to the Falcon. Trained in martial arts by the Captain, Wilson became an excellent fighter, always accompanied by Redwing. With the support of the local community, Captain America and the Falcon managed to defeat the Exiles, establishing a lasting bond between them. Captain America and Sam overcame the Red Skull, and from that moment on, the Falcon became the Captain's long-term partner. Sam returned to Harlem, where the Falcon became an icon of the neighborhood. However, it wasn't long before Captain America sought him out again, revealing his true identity as Steve Rogers, a sign of trust in Sam's character. This moment marked the beginning of a solid friendship between the two, as they got involved in numerous adventures that strengthened their enduring partnership. Together, Captain America and the Falcon fought crime effectively, facing both common criminals and supervillains. Shortly after, the Falcon was introduced to Nick Fury in S.H.I.E.L.D., solidifying his position in the superhero community. Plus, he got to meet Captain America's allies, the Avengers. Nowadays, it's tough to separate the Falcon from his wings, but in the beginning, he was just a guy in a suit with an impressive raptor. It was only after getting beaten up by common goons and having his life saved by Captain America that Sam realized he needed to step up his game to continue his vigilante journey. To do this, he sought help from Black Panther. In the technologically advanced nation of Wakanda, T'Challa designed a pair of glider wings equipped with jet tips, allowing the Falcon to soar through the skies. With his new flying abilities, the Falcon returned to Harlem, and now he was ready to take on crime from above. The Falcon became a symbol of freedom and justice in Harlem during a time of intense racial tension in the city. Terrorist groups were using force to promote their political causes, prompting Captain America and the Falcon to intervene in the riots. A racist organization called the Sons of the Serpent took advantage of the instability to push their agenda in the media, pretending to be ideologically aligned with Captain America and presenting themselves as the Sons of the Shield. Using technology created by a mage, a deep-cover member of the Sons of the Shield known as a Janie I. Jackson ignited a church to provoke the local black community into reacting. Captain America and the Falcon couldn't stop the retaliation, which caused the Sons of the Shield to be seen as victims. Amid the confrontation, Rogers was disintegrated by one of the mage's weapons. The leader of the Sons of the Shield, John Mason, exploited Rogers' apparent death to turn Captain America into a martyr and portray black individuals as a threat. To prevent the legacy of Captain America from being distorted, Sam Wilson took up the mantle and shield of the hero. The new Captain America vehemently opposed white supremacy in Harlem. He exposed Jackson's actions to the community and tracked him down to the Sons of the Shield. In an extreme act of racism, Jackson was killed by his own ally, Mason. Then, Wilson confronted Steve Rogers, who was still alive but under the mind control of the Sons of the Shield, serving as their champion. However, Sam managed to disable the mechanism controlling Rogers. In a moment of desperation, Mason released a bioethnic agent to eliminate the black population in the area, but ironically, all the Sons of the Serpent were fatally affected by the substance. Showing great courage, Sam Wilson managed to neutralize the threat and protect Harlem. After the battle, he chose to set aside the shield and return to his iconic identity as the Falcon. During a battle against the villain Iron Nail, Captain America had his super soldier serum completely drained from his body. Without the serum, Steve Rogers began to age rapidly, with decades of combat finally taking their toll. The story jumps ahead a week when Steve gathers all the Avengers to share some important news. He reveals that he can no longer be the superhero he once was and officially announces the new Captain America, the man he considers a brother, Sam Wilson. On the next page, the Falcon appears in his new costume, and to seal the act, Rogers finally hands over the iconic shield of Captain America. The comic ends, as it should, with the new captain shouting the team's war cry, "Avengers Assemble!" The partnership between Captain America and the Falcon is one of the most legendary in comics. So what happens when the Falcon becomes Captain America? Well, he needs a new Falcon, right? That's how the character of Joaquin Torres appears in the comics. Sam Wilson met Joaquin Torres on one of his first missions as Captain America. After immigrating from Mexico to the United States as a child, the 17-year-old joined the Samaritans, a group that helped new immigrants get food, water, and medicine near the southern U.S. border. However, he was kidnapped by the mad scientist Carl Malice and subjected to experiments that fused his DNA with that of a falcon. With new abilities and real wings on his arms, he became Sam Wilson's partner, the new Falcon. When a plan by the Red Skull using a cosmic cube created an evil Steve Rogers associated with Hydra, the world faced one of its greatest threats with Captain America acting as a dictator. However, thanks to the help of Sam Wilson and other heroes, the true Steve Rogers was able to return and defeat his evil doppelganger. After proving his worth as Captain America and knowing that his friend needed to regain the trust of an entire nation following the events that took place in his name, Sam Wilson returned the shield to Steve Rogers. In renouncing the mantle of Captain America during that process, he resumed his alias as the Falcon but was later invited by Steve Rogers to return as Captain America alongside him. Guys, Sam Wilson first appeared in cinemas in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and he was an ally of Steve Rogers throughout various films. In Avengers: Endgame, after Steve returned aged from his time travel to return the Infinity Stones, Sam was chosen by Steve himself to be the new Captain America. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was the show where Wilson initially abdicated the mantle of Captain America, but by the end, he finally took back the shield and officially became the new Captain America. Captain America: Brave New World is the hero's fourth film but the first solo film featuring Sam Wilson as the current Captain America in Marvel, and the hero continues to thrive in the MCU, which is about to reach its peak in Avengers: Secret Wars. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Let me know down below if you already knew the whole story of Sam Wilson in the comics. I really want to hear your opinion. Do you like Sam Wilson? Type in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. I'm prepping more Marvel videos, and for you who want to keep up with the future of the MCU and know everything that happened in the comics, this is the best place for you to stay well informed. Additionally, check out the video on your screen, it's a thorough breakdown of Red Hulk, don't miss all the details. And for you Marvel fans, click on our playlist and watch our videos, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thank you, and see you in the next video.